Welcome to the Century Club Logger video series. Recently on a net, we were discussing in AIM about using and retrieving eQSL images. Robin, Kilo Echo 7 Romeo Golf, said that he didn't like to do it because it was a difficult process. Knowing that there was a way to do it without much pain, I let him know that we should get on the computer and check it out. After the net, we did so. I used the Rust Desk program to log into his computer and talked him through the steps into retrieving over 60 eQSL images. I will say this, if you have not done this in the past, you want to do it in small chunks. His first was just this year, January 1st to January 31st. Then we started doing 6 months chunks of information and kept working our way back. The end result was more than 60 eQSLs that he was able to pull into CC Logger, and that is a huge number of QSLs. So, without further ado, here's the instruction. So now for some instruction on how to use Get eQSL. In the Logger window, you want to go to the pull down QSL. About 2/3 of the way down, there is a line called Get eQSL Images. You want to click that, and that's going to bring up a window. Your search for eQSL images is calendar based. So you basically decide what time span you're going to use for looking for eQSLs. Now this is something that I do monthly. How you do it is up to you. You may have never done this search, and so you may want to expand that. So for me, I'm going to go from the first of the year. I'm going to go from January 1st of this year by clicking the start date. Then on the end date, I'm going to click today's date, which is the 31st, and I'm going to click the process button. What the process button is going to do is it is going to go to the eQSL website, and it's going to look for QSLs that are in the inbox for you. It's going to compare those eQSL QSLs with my logbook. It's looking for matches. If I have a QSO in my logbook that I have already matched an image and a QSL card with, it's going to ignore those in eQSL and only pull down the eQSL images for which I do not have a match. So let's see if I have any. I'm going to click the process button. Now it's looking at all the QSOs in that time area, and it found 2. Processing card 1 of 2 from eQSL. Now these take about 15 to 20 seconds each. So when that's done, you're going to see it say processing card 2 of 2. Here's 2 of 2, and it's done. So what CC Logger has done is it has pulled 2 eQSLs off of the eQSL website. So we're going to close out of the screen. Now what I'm going to do before we actually do any processing, I want to go look at the folder that these eQSLs were dropped into. Digital QSLs will go into a folder called Digital QSL Images. Images from eQSL are dropped into a folder called Scanned QSL Images, similar to what will happen when you use a scanner to scan your card. So before I go into actually cataloging those QSLs, I'm going to go in and look at the Scanned Images folder. And you do that by going into your File Explorer. You want to go to Local Disk C, Legacy Apps, Century Club Logger, and you want to look for the Scanned Images folder. Scanned Images folder is used for any QSL that you have scanned in using the scanner or QSL images coming from eQSL. You can see I have 2 here. I'm not going to zoom in on them because then you'll see the address, and YouTube doesn't like me showing addresses on my videos. So since we're in this folder, if you were to decide you wanted to print these cards, you could do so by opening them up in this folder. The way that you would check these cards in and catalog them is the manual process that's been explained in a previous video, and you would go there by clicking on this icon and matching the QSL up with the QSO. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.